Namaskar, Adab, Shah Sri Akal, और Khushamdeed. Very, very good evening to all of you people. This is your master teacher Harshpam, who is going to talk about that how you can clear IELTS examination, and that too in the first attempt. And believe me, it is very much possible. I'll show you through the data. And in fact, most of the people in India do clear it in the first attempt. In fact, in India, the IELTS score, median IELTS score range is above 6, and most of the countries in the entire world and most of the universities in the entire world do need an IELTS score of above 6 only. In fact, there are only few universities across the world who need an IELTS score of above 7. So, if you have got an IELTS score above 6, you will be eligible in most of the universities and most of the countries, and it is very much possible. So, how will that be possible? Today, I'm gonna tell you in this video. So, let's get started with the video. And I would just say you that kindly just watch the entire video, because it's going to be a small video, crisp video, to the point video. Okay, if you have yet not subscribed to the channel, kindly subscribe to the channel so that you can keep on getting these type of videos in your suggestion feed, so that you can get helped with them. Okay, here we go. We have already started doing a lot of session on this channel on regarding IELTS. So Ashmita ma'am is there, and she is an absolute fantabulous teacher, especially for English, for IELTS classes, and she has done wonderfully well in the sector. She has herself cleared all these examinations a lot of times, so she is quite good at it. If you have not seen her classes, I would just request you just go and check it out. Okay, here we go. So let's get started with this. So IELTS is an examination, stands for International English Language Testing System. It is an examination to actually check your English credentials or your English language proficiency. Now, this is an international English language testing system accepted by more than 12,000 institutions across the world, and hence this is the most widely accepted examination in the entire world for testing or for proving your English prowess. Okay, now in this examination, IELTS, there are basically 4 sections: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. You have to pass in all of them. Now, so if I talk about listening and reading, so listening and reading, the first 2 sections, they will have around 40 questions, not around, exactly 40 questions. And if you solve these 40 questions, 39 to 40 questions, and all of them are right, then you get an IELTS band of 9. But if you score somewhere up between 37 to 38 questions right, you get a band of 8.5, and so on. So you need 23 to 25 questions correct out of 40 to get an IELTS band of 6. I hope you understood that. Now, moving forward, so this is for listening and reading. Now let's talk about the next criteria, that is writing section. So writing section marking criteria is not according to the number of questions, because here we do not have that many questions. So in writing section, first they check that what is the task achievement, how much task, like if they have given you 2 questions, so out of these 2 questions, how many you have completed, or if you have completed both the question, then how much percentage of question completion is there in that question. So first of all, they mark you on this parameter. Fully answer the questions. Then coherence and cohesion. So say for example, if they have given you a topic that write about global warming, so how much relevant you have written about that topic, global warming, how much relevant ideas you have shared, how much relevant knowledge you have, that they will check in this particular topic, coherence and cohesion. Okay, next is lexical resources. So here they primarily check your vocabulary, your use of words, that have you used very simple words and which are right, or have you used very complex word or good level of vocabulary. It actually matters, and the quality of vocabulary matters a lot here, and that is what they use as a marking parameter for marking in this writing section. This is the 4th parameter, and the 5th one is grammatical range and accuracy, that have you written all of them as grammatically correct, or is there any kind of mistake there. So based on these 4 parameters, you are marked on this writing score, again on a band of 0 to 9 only, which is the case for most like all the sections. Fine. So this is the writing section. Now let's move to the next, that is speaking scoring criteria. So in the speaking section, again they have 4 criteria, 4 section. First is fluency and coherence. Like if you are speaking, is your word or is your fluency looking like a native English speaker, or is it looking like hello sir, I was going to America for the So it does not look like very fluent, isn't it? So if you are taking a lot of pause, you are not sounding a native. Even if you're not sounding native, your words should be clear. So fluency matters a lot, and then coherence. That whether you are able to make ideas, or whether you are able to make sentences out of those ideas, out of the given topic, that matters. Then lexical resources. That what are your vocabulary? Are you well versed with that, or you are just like using very very simple words and not so well versed with this, or you are having difficulty in understanding the speaker's words and its vocabulary, so that matters. Next is grammatical range and accuracy. Are you grammatically correct? And then pronunciations. So whether you are saying restaurant or whether you are saying restaurant, so restaurant, so something of that sort. So it matters a lot. So based on these four parameters, you are judged again based on the criteria on the band of 0 to 9. Fine. Now someone is saying that I want a 9 band. That's great. Everyone wants that. Let's work hard for a 9 band. Now moving forward, so if you get a 9 band, what a student here is saying, if you get a 9 band, you will be called as an expert in English. If you get a 8 band, you will be called as very good. Something between very good and expert is 8.5, which a lot of people, even if they get that, that's excellent. Now 6 is competent, less than 6 is modest, and most of the countries, most of the English speaking countries do not accept modest. So the bare minimum which most of the country do accept is competent, 6 or above. 6, 7, 8, 9. So 7 is a very sweet spot. The score or the band of 7 will will make you land in any of the institutions across the world, any of the institutions. So 7 is a very good score, and here you will be called as a good speaker of English or good understandable person. Now here globally there are more than 4 million test takers a year for IELTS examination particularly. 4 millions means 40 lakh. Now based on this 40 lakh, please see this data. In India, the overall result is mean. So this is the median result. If I'm not, this has been we have got from this IELTS.org, the official website. Now this is the mean data. Mean means average data. So in average listening band in India, people do score somewhere around 6.6 out of a 9 band. Reading band score is 6.1. Writing band score is 6.1, and speaking band score is 6.2. So on an average in India, people do score a 6.3 average in India in IELTS examination. So with this data only, I was trying to tell you that it's not that tough. And on an average Indian do score this much, around 6.3 band. So even if you were to work a little harder than average Indian, which you would surely do, so you would be able to get a score above 6.5 and then very easily above 7. Okay, so you just need to put a little more effort here. So I'll tell you what would be that effort. Next is the data for 2023 and 24, again from the same website IELTS.org. India, here people below 4, 4.5. So if I take this 6, so band score of 6 in India, 18% aspirants have got a band score of band score of 6. Band score of 6, 18% people. Band score of 6.5, again 21% people. So maximum number is lying here. 21% people have got this much band score. 7 band is 17%, then 12%, then 6%, then 2%. So if you say people scoring above 6 band is 18 and 21, so it's like around 40 and 56 and then 68 and 8 76. So roughly 76% Indians are scoring above 6 band, between 6 band to 8 band. I have not even taken this last 8.5. So 76% Indians are scoring between 6 to 8 band. Isn't that super great? So this actually tells that most of the people in India do score good. So you just need to put the right effort at the right point at the right time. You will get it. Now, how would you do that? So, how does IELTS help with the visa requirement? So basically, you get a test report form. This is valid for 2 years, and this helps you in the visa procurement. Next is, most of these countries do accept visa or do give you a visa if you have a IELTS score of above 6. All of them have a minimum band of 6 only. Next is, what else you will be getting. So if you don't lose on the attempt and if you clear the IELTS in the first attempt only, you'll be saving your 18,000 rupees, because that is the examination fees for IELTS examination. Next is, so how to clear this in the first attempt. So first of all, you have to you have to strengthen your listening. Now how would you do that? Very easy. Listening to English daily, like podcast, TED Talks, or even watching English movies, news, that would be very helpful. Next is, use official IELTS practice test. They have that on their official website. Learn to identify keywords and predict answers. So this would help you in understanding English pretty well. And the best way is to listen to English news, English movies, watch English movies, listen to the TED Talks. All these things would allow you or help you in grabbing those words from a fluent speaker. Because if someone who is speaking very fluently, it would be tough for a non-native speaker to grab those words or to understand those words in that fluency. So first of all, you'll have to generate that. After that, you'll be able to have a very good hold over the listening part. Next is, what about the reading part? So here, practice scanning and skimming. What is scanning and skimming? So basically, if you open a newspaper, most of the people, what they do, they read word by word, line by line, and it takes them hours to complete a newspaper, isn't it? Now, if you just do scanning and skimming, it's just like watching the headlines, following the important keywords, and you get the entire gist of that entire newspaper. That is what is called as scanning and skimming, just picking up the important keywords. Now, focus on true, false, not given, matching headings, MCQs. So these type of work would make your entire question solving ability pretty fast, because there you'll have to solve the questions in a time bound manner. So you can't keep on just reading the entire paragraph and then answering them. It will lead you solving lesser questions. So hence, scanning and skimming, and then putting emphasis on true, false, not given, matching headings, MCQs, these type of words will help you a lot. Next is, improve your reading speed by reading daily, mostly newspapers, some English articles, and then trying to read them as fast as you can. Okay, now moving forward, writing. So what? How will you be able to improve your writing? So here, you have to first of all understand the type essay types, like is it asking an opinion or is it asking for a discussion? Advantages, disadvantages. So you'll have to first of all find the keyword, what that essay is actually asking. Next is, practice planning, writing and reviewing within time limits that you'll have to do while you are at home preparing for IELTS examination. You'll get a lot of mock tests, a lot of mock topics on which you can prepare and then tally your answer with the standard answers. Fine. Focus on grammar, coherence and vocabulary. So this will come by practicing only. You'll have to first of all frame the entire idea in your mind. Then you'll have to write down on the paper, and every time write down, check it out, write down, check it out. That is how you'll have to practice it. Okay, because there is no other way out. Next is speaking, the last one, and probably the most tougher one. Like most of the people find it tough. Here, practice speaking with a timer. Most important, because what happens that when we start speaking up, we simply keep on speaking, like saying words and words and words, and keep on going endlessly. That is a very like negative point on your part, because it's not only a testing of your speaking capability, it's rather a testing that in a time bound fashion, are you able to make your words understandable or make your idea understandable to everyone or to the listener. That is the idea. So hence, with a timer is an important part. Range of vocabulary. So if you have a good vocabulary with you, you will be able to speak them or use them in your conversations. Next, talk with yourself in the mirror. Very important point, in fact. So I would just mark it red, because this will give you confidence that if you are speaking up, how you are looking, how you are sounding. So while you are looking in the mirror and speaking, you will have your own judgment slaughtered. The best word what I could have used here. Your own judgment, because that is the biggest thing which keeps on hindering your path to success. You keep on judging your own self that probably I'm not speaking that well. My facial expressions were not so good. No. I don't know what that guy must be thinking about me. Am I speaking right? Am I completely okay? Am I not looking tensed? Am I something of that sort? So all these thoughts hinders your pace, hinders your confidence, and overall it puts a very negative persona of yourself in front of others. So it is very important for you to actually watch in yourself in mirror and then stop judging yourself, because that is very much visible on your face that you are nervous. It is very much visible on your face that you are not confident. Okay. Next is record and listen to your responses. It will give you a very clear picture and a very clear idea that how do you sound. So it might be that you keep on speaking and you keep on saying a lot of words, and then when you record yourself and listen, you might yourself feel that what the shit I'm talking about, I'm getting bored of it. So if you have this feeling, obviously the listener would be having the same feeling. So if you record your responses and then listen to yourself, it will give you a very fair picture. Next is practice mock interviews with a friend or a tutor. This would help a lot. Fine. Cool. So just giving you an example, there was a girl in Vietnam. She scored IELTS 8 band, and she was among top 5% of IELTS test takers in Vietnam. So how did she do it? She got and then this IELTS 8 score in her first attempt only. She got an 8.5 in reading, 8 in listening, and 7.5 in speaking, and 7 in writing. So she has got a good score. Now how did she do this? So instead she first reviews the question, identifies the important keywords, and then read each paragraph separately to answer them. Thereafter, for the listening component, daily mock tests and English podcast sharpened her reflexes. Thereafter, for writing section, clarity, structured reasoning, and robust evidences helped her in getting this score. So so this example was just to give you a motivational boost, that if the girl who is not from a native English speaking country like Vietnam, but she is able to get a 8 band in her first attempt without giving a second attempt, if she is able to do, you will also be able to do. And what she has done, the same thing I have said you in the previous slides. So you just need to do these things and you will be able to get this. Fine. Now moving forward, critically analyzing, and then for the writing section, she used to critically analyze and recommend exploring multiple viewpoints. So these things she used to do. Fine. So ladies and gentlemen, that was all for this video, but there is one helping section for you, all of you. So if you are also looking to go abroad and need some help, or if you are preparing for IELTS examination and need some help, you can just knock our door and we'll be happy helping you. So knocking our door happens like this, that if you go to the description box of this video, you'll find a link. Just click on that link, fill your details. You'll get a call from my team in 24 to 48 hours. They'll ask you that what help topic do you need, and on which topic you need the help. What is that area? If you have any doubt, you can clear it with them, and then they will help you in all respect. Fine. So you can just reach out to that helping link and you will get the help. Okay. So that was all for this session. I hope you loved and enjoyed it. If that is the case, do let me know in the comment box. With this, it's time to say a goodbye. See you all in the next session. Till then, bye-bye. Take care. Good night.